Hi everyone, my name is Siti Nur Adila binti Sudin, and today I will presenting key insight from chapter 6 and 7. Let's begin with chapter 6. It's about the mathematics of finance. The time value of money is the concept that a ringgit today is worth more than a ringgit tomorrow due to its potential earning capacity. In simple terms, if I have 100 ringgit today and I can invest it, that amount could grow, so its value increases over time. This principle forms the foundation of many financial decisions such as loan, investment, and retirement planning. Now, let's look at future value and compounding. Future value and compounding basically refer to the amount an investment made today will grow into in the future based on a particular interest rate, while compounding is the process of accumulating interest on investment over time to earn more interest. When interest is added not only on the initial amount but also on previously earned interest. Compound interest means interest on both the initial principal and the interest reinvested from period, and it contrasts if interest is only on the initial investment, is it called simple interest. The formula for future value is future value equal present value times in bracket 1 plus interest rate power the number of period interest held. For example, if Sarah invests 1,000 ringgit at 20% interest compounded semi-annually, she earns interest every 6 months, which boosts her return significantly over time.
That means she will get 1,440 ringgit.
Next, present value. Present value refers to the current value of a future amount of money or a series of payments evaluated at given interest rate. Simply, the 1,000 ringgit you originally deposit, that is the value today. While discounting determine the present value of a future sum, assuming an opportunity to earn a certain return on the value. This is important for loan, bond, and business valuation. The formula for present value is present value equals future value times 1 divided by in bracket 1 plus the rate of return power of a number of periods. For instance, if Lehan will repay 50,000 ringgit in 5 years and the discount rate is 8%, we can calculate how much future value that is worth today. That means we'll get 10,694 ringgit 79 cents. Annuity represents a series of equal payment or receipt occur over a specific number of equidistant period. Ordinary annuity refer to payments or receipts are made at the end of each period, while annuity due refer to payment or receipt are made at the beginning of each period. For example, if Salih receives 1,000 ringgit yearly for 10 years at 3% interest, if he get paid at the end of each year, that's an ordinary annuity. If he get paid at the start of each year, that's an annuity due. Annuity due is calculated by multiplying the fixed payment received each period by the fraction of the quantity. 1 plus the interest rate rises to the power of the number of periods minus 1 divided by the interest rate. This result is the multiply by 1 plus the interest rate again to account for the fact that payments are made at the beginning of each period. Now, let's look at Chapter 7, Working Capital Management. This is about managing a company's short-term asset and liabilities to ensure it has enough liquidity to meet operational expenses. Example of short-term asset including cash, account receivable, and inventory. Short-term liabilities includes account payable, not payable, and accrued expenses. Good working capital management help avoid cash shortage and keep operation running smoothly. There are 3 major working capital policy a firm can adopt. First, relaxed policy. The company maintain large amount of current asset and offer generous credit. High liquidity and potential low profitability, which is low return from investment due to low productivity of current asset relative to fixed asset. This is the lowest risk compared to other policies. Number 2 is moderate policy. This policy have moderate risk and return to maintain liquidity and profitability. It's a middle ground strategy which a mixture of relaxed and restricts policy. The company invests in productive asset and at the same time holds sufficient current asset. Number 3 is restricted policy. The company minimize current asset and tighten credit. This policy is high risk but can lead to higher return. Lower investment in current asset enable the firm to invest in fixed asset which are more productive asset resulting in high profitability but lower liquidity. There are also three approaches to financing working capital. Number one, aggressive approach. The strategy involves more risk as it uses short-term financing to finance some permanent current asset, but finance all fixed asset with long-term financing. Current ratio under this approach is low and may be less than 1. The reason some companies implement this strategy because short-term debt is often cheaper than long-term debt. So, many firms may be willing to sacrifice safety or liquidity for possibility higher profit or return. This strategy poses high risk and high return. Number two is hedging approach. This approach, also known as matching approach. This approach measures the maturity of the asset with the maturity of the finance. For example, a firm uses temporary financing to finance temporary current asset and permanent financing to finance permanent asset which are fixed asset and permanent current asset. Since this approach match the financing duration and asset requirement, there is no need for emergency fund and idle fund are non-existent. This strategy results in moderate risk and moderate return. Number three is conservative approach. This approach offers the lowest level of risk compared to other approaches. The firm uses long-term financing for the majority of its asset to support fixed asset, permanent and temporary current asset. Therefore, the firm assures of the ability of fund even during the period of tight money supply. Mostly, the firm will have excess liquidity and this reduces the need for temporary financing, resulting in a lower risk of technical insolvency. This is due to higher cost of permanent financing and low return for marketable security investment. In conclusion, the time value of money helps us understand how money grows and shrinks over time based on interest and opportunity costs, while working capital management ensures that a firm can meet its short-term obligation and operate efficiently. That's all for me. Thank you.